about strong buyers and sellers area, and I explained about entry points and confirmation and trend and fake breakouts. Okay, I explained about all these points. These all points will help you to predict the next candlestick. Okay, today I'm going to explain about some important candlesticks. Some important candlesticks. Okay, here. Yeah, now I'm going to explain about some important candlesticks. So here, I already explained about the hammer candlestick, behavior in the market. Here, the next candle will be a bullish candle. No, not the next candle will be a from this level buyers, from this level sellers. Okay, this is a near to sellers entry point. The next candle will be a bearish candle, not a bullish candle, because the buyers are here. So the candle psychology is the next candle will be a bearish candle, not a bullish candle. But there is a rejection from buyers too. But to go with buyers, we need additional confirmation. Okay, if this is a support level, the support level means buyer's area. If this is a support level, if the candle closing point is near to this support level, if the candle closed like this at the support level, we can go with buyers because already we are seeing a rejection from buyers, and this is a support level. The support level means buyer's area. The candle closing point is at the buyer's area, so we can go with buyers if you see any confirmation like this. If you see any additional confirmation from buyers, then we can take this week as a buying pressure. We can go with buyers. If there is no confirmation from buyers, we can't take this week as a buying pressure. We can take this week as a selling pressure. So the next candle will be a bearish candle. If there is no buyers on the left side, and here also in this candle also the buyers are here, the sellers are here. So we can go with sellers again, not a buyers. If you want to go with buyers, you need additional confirmation from buyers. You need a support level to go with buyers because there is a rejection from buyers. And this is a buyer's area, so we can go with buyers. If there is no buyer, we can go with sellers, not a buyer, not with buyers. If there is no confirmation from buyers. And similarly, the inverted hammer. A inverted hammer candlestick. So the sellers are here. The buyers are here. So the candle closing point is near to buyer's area. So the next candle may go up. Here also the closing point of this candle is near to buyer's area. So now the next candle will go up because the sellers are here. The candle closing point is far from the seller's area. It means the next candle will go up because the near to this closing point we are seeing buyers, not sellers. So we can't go with sellers. We can go with buyers. But there is a rejection from sellers. But if you want to go with sellers, we need a confirmation, additional confirmation like SNR level. If this is the resistance level means seller's area. Already we are seeing a rejection from sellers. This is a seller's area, so we can go with sellers confidently. If we see any confirmation, if there is no confirmation, we can go with buyers after this candle. Can go with buyers because the candle behavior is the next candle will go up. Here also the candle is showing us the next candle will be a bullish candle here. So here the inverted hammer candlestick, So if this is the support level, the candle closing point is near to support level. The candle closed above the support level in down run. You can see this is a seller's area. The sellers are far from the level, so we can go with buyers because we are seeing the closing point is near to buyer's area, and this is a support level. So the next candle will be a bullish candle, or if this is if the candle closing point is at the resistance level in uptrend, if this is the resistance level, we can go with sellers. If there is no resistance level, then the market will continue. Okay, because the sellers are here, not here. The buyers are here, the sellers are here. The closing point is far from the buyers area, so we can go with far from the sellers area. It means we can go with buyers, not with sellers. So, and a spinning top candlestick. Spinning top candlestick. Okay, here we are seeing a bearish candle. In this bearish candle, we are seeing a rejection from buyers. Some buyers entries we are seeing. That's why we are seeing a VIX in this candle. Here, some sellers are trying. That's why we are seeing a VIX in this candle. The sellers are trying to dominate the market here. The buyers are trying to dominate the market here. It means the buyers are trying to dominate here. If we get any confirmation from buyers like support and resistance level, if you see any support level, already we are seeing the buyers are trying to dominate the market. This is the buyers area, so the buyers will easily enter because of this VIX. Because already we are seeing some buyers in this candle. This is a buyers area, we can go with buyers confidently. If there is no buyer, the candle will continue the market. Here also, already we are seeing some sellers entries in the market. The sellers are trying to dominate the market. If this is the resistance level, already we are seeing sellers entry in the market. This is a sellers area, and we are seeing a weak bullish candle. It means the sellers will enter easily because of this weakness in the buyers, because of this rejection, because of this resistance level. If the candle closed at the resistance level, we can go with sellers. If the candle closed at the support level, we can go with buyers. If this candle closed at the resistance level, if the bearish candle, okay, if this candle closed at the support level, the market will reverse. If this candle closed at the resistance level, the market will reverse because we are seeing some buyers are trying, but this is a resistance level. Already we are seeing a bearish candle. This is a resistance level, means sellers are interested in the market. You can go with sellers easily. You can go with sellers easily if you see this type of candle at resistance level 2. So in this doji candle also, a doji candle, inverted triangle doji, So these three candles, these are the doji candlestick. Okay, we are seeing equal pressure from buyers and sellers. Here also, a equal pressure from buyers and sellers. A equal pressure from buyers and sellers. Okay, equal pressure means the buyers and sellers are equal here. But if you want to go with buyers and sellers after this candle, we need additional confirmation from buyers. If the candle closed at the buyers area, we are seeing already a equal pressure. This is additional confirmation. So there are some buyers. So the buyers will easily enter into the market because already we are seeing a equal pressure. This is a buyers area, so the buyers will enter. If the candle closed at the resistance level, already we are seeing equal pressure. This is a sellers area, so the sellers will enter. So this candle, these candles will reverse the market at SNR level. We'll draw a, a hammer candlestick, spinning tops candle, inverted hammer candle, and here also the hammer candlestick, spinning tops candle, inverted hammer candlestick, and the doji candlestick, dragonfly doji, inverted dragonfly doji. So these nine candlesticks, these are the very important candlesticks in the market. Okay, these nine candlesticks, if you see these candles at support and resistance level, you can take this candle as a reversal sign. So if if you see this candle, any candle, color is not a matter. You can use any candle. If you see this candle at the resistance level, in uptrend, the next candle will go down. Okay? And if you see this candle, at support level, the next candle will go up because this is a reversal sign. These nine candles are a reversal signs at the SNR level. These nine candles are a continuation sign in the middle of the trend or far from the SNR level. I will show you here. Here this is downtrend. The support level is here. If the support level is here, the candle will continue the market. The next candle will be a bearish candle, not a bullish candle. You can't take this week as a buying pressure. If the candle closed at the support level, you can take this week as a buying pressure. So this is a buyer's area. So if there is no support level, you can take this week as a selling pressure. If the candle closed in the middle of the trend or far from the SNR level, if the candle closed far from the SNR level, you can take this week as a selling pressure and this candle has a continuation sign. So the next candle will be a bearish candle. Or if this candle closed far from the level, far from the resistance level, in the middle of the uptrend, you can take this week as a buying pressure because already we are seeing a uptrend. Uptrend means you can see the uptrend because of buying pressure. You can see the downtrend because of selling pressure in the market. If buyers are more than the sellers, you can find the uptrend like this. If the sellers are more than the buyers, you can see the downtrend like this. So this is the uptrend. If this is the uptrend, if this is a bullish momentum or uptrend, you can take this candle as a continuation sign this week as a buying pressure because the candle closed far from the SNR level. Then it will continue the market. The next candle will be a bullish candle. So any candle, these nine candlesticks, if you see these nine candlesticks at the SNR level, you can take this candle as a reversal sign. If you see these candles in the middle of the trend, you can take these candles as a continuation sign. continuation of the trend. These 9 candlesticks, these are very important candlesticks. You can find these candles in the market so many times, because lots of times the market will repeat these 9 candlesticks. If you know the logic behind these 9 candlesticks, then you can easily analyze the market. But you can't depend upon these candles directly. You need to take some marginal confirmation like SNR level, so like rejection or like trend and anything. If you take some additional confirmations, then it will give you some good winning ratio. Okay, I will show you here. So till now I explained about strong SNR, strong SNR and rejection. Rejection is nothing but confirmation from 15 seconds, rejection, 15-second confirmation, and the trend and strong buyers and sellers area, and sellers and buyers entry point, and continuation and reversal reversal candlesticks. 9 candlesticks. Okay, till now I explained about these 9 candlesticks. Okay, these 9 candlesticks and these all points. Okay, these all points will help you to predict the next candle. You need to see the strong SNR level and the rejection and the trend and strong buyers area are entry points, and these 9 candlesticks too. So if you see these all points, then you can easily predict the next candlestick. Okay, I will explain here one thing. Just wait. Okay, here. Mm, yeah, here I will show you some examples here. Okay, you can predict candle to candle too. It's not a matter, but you need to know some logics. If you know the logic, then you can easily predict the candle to candles. I will I will show you here. Okay, here the trend is downtrend. We are seeing a pullback in the market. Now we are seeing a reversal sign. Here, this is not a reversal sign, this is a continuation sign. Already we are seeing a sign in the market. It means the market may reverse at any time. Here, the candle reversed here. The market reversed with strong bearish candle because of this round number. You can see here the market is respecting this round number here. The round number is nothing but SNR level. The market will respect some round numbers. Here, the market is respecting this round number. From this round number, we are seeing a bearish candle and very strong bearish candle without lower rejection. There is no lower rejection means there is no buyer's entry in the market. There is no lower rejection, and this is the engulfing candle. If you see any engulfing candle, it means the next candle will go down because this is the engulfing candle. It means the sellers are very strong. The sellers are stronger than the buyers here. You can see this candle is sign of continuation because the next reversal point is here. Because the round number is respecting this level means in the past history we can find a level at this area because already we are seeing a level here. The candle closed far from the level, so this is a continuation sign. Here we are seeing an engulfing candle. It means the next candle may go down. This is a round number. This is a SNR level. From this level, we are seeing a strong candle. It means this is also a possibility to go with sellers. There is no lower rejection, means no buyers are interested. So this is also one possibility to go with sellers. The trend also a downtrend. Downtrend means we can find so many sellers instead of buyers. You can see the buyers are not strong, but the sellers are strong. Here the buyers are strong, but again the sellers are strong in the market. So this is a level, SNR level. From this SNR level, we are seeing engulfing candle and the trend also downtrend. So here we have some the SNR level, round number, and the engulfing candle, and there is no lower rejection, and the trend is downtrend. So here we have four possibilities to win. So if we place here a lower option, there are more chances to win. If you place here a higher option, there are less chances to win. So it's better to place here a lower option instead of higher option. Okay, I placed a lower option here directly. Okay, I will show you here. Okay, here. So this candle already completed. Again, I placed my trade because of this candle. Okay, I placed another trade here, a lower option, because still we are seeing a strong bearish candle. There is no lower rejection. It means no buyers are interested still. The trend is downtrend. The trend is downtrend. And the next reversal point is here. We can expect a reversal from this level, not here. We can expect buyers entry from this level because we are seeing buyers entry in the market here. How can we go with buyers from this level? Is the candle a strong candle? The candle is a strong candle, so we can't go with buyers. We can go with buyers from this level. Here also, the market is respecting this raw number. The market is respecting this raw number here also. You can see the raw number. We are seeing a reversal. Here also the market is respecting this raw number. Here there is a support level. Here there is a resistance level. The candle closed in the middle of the trend, and the next level is here. The candle is a strong candle. There is no lower rejection, means no sellers are, no buyers are interested, and the trend also a strong downtrend. So we can go with sellers from this level too. So if there is no lower rejection, means no sellers are interested. Okay, this is a winning trade. First one is winning trade, and the second one, and you can place your trade immediately. You can place your trade immediately. Let I will show you. So I got a item here. Immediately I placed my trade. Okay, you can see I got a item in this candle. Immediately I placed my trade at the first second. If you place your trade at the first second, in this 1 minute you can, in the before closing of this candle or the closing of this candle, you can get a winning trade. Because if the closing point of this minute will be on the next candle, you may lose sometimes too. Because if the market went up suddenly, the market will go up suddenly, you may lose your trade. If the market goes up, you may lose your trade. So place your trade immediately after closing of this candle. I placed my trade immediately after closing of this candle here. So here I already told you about this candle. Okay. A spinning tops type candle or a inverted hammer type candle. Yeah, a candle is a reversal, a continuous sign in the middle of the trend, and we are seeing a upper rejection. There is no lower rejection still. It means still no buyers are interested. The upper rejection is showing us the selling pressure in the market. We are seeing a selling rejection from sellers. This is a weak candle, but there is no buyers to go with buyers. There is no buyers on the left side. The buyers are here. So we can go with sellers, not with buyers, because this is a continuation sign. And we are seeing a strong sellers entry, bearish candle, bearish candle, bearish candle, bearish momentum. So the next reversal point is here. If the candle closed here, you can go with sellers. You can see the market is trying to break this level. Yeah, the market is trying to break this level. There is a rejection from buyers. There is a rejection from buyers. It means buyers are interested in the market. Buyers are interested in the market. I already told you, if the candle closed at the buyers area, the candle closed at the buyers area, we can go with buyers because already we are seeing a rejection. If the candle closed like this, if the candle closed like this, we can go with buyers. Even if the candle closed like this, like a breakout candlestick, we can go with buyers because of this breakout candle. After breakout, the market will reverse. I already told you this point. After breakout, the market will reverse. 70% of the time, the market will reverse because 70% of the breakouts are fake breakouts. Already we are seeing buyer's entry in the previous candle. We no need to see the buyer's entry in the present candle because already we are seeing a rejection. The rejection is showing us the buyer's entry in the market. So we can go with buyers even if the candle closed as a breakout candlestick. We can go with buyers. Okay, let's see. Okay. So here we have only 5 seconds. After closing of this candle, immediately we can place our trade. Okay, I placed immediately. Okay, I placed here a higher option. This is a breakout candlestick. This is a breakout candlestick, breakout of buyer's area. Breakout of buyer's area. And in this week we are seeing a buyer's entry. It means buyers are interested after breakout. So we can go with buyers. Because I already told you after breakout the market will reverse. But we can go with confirmation. You no need to see the confirmation in the present candle. Because if you place your trade with confirmation, you may lose your trade because of this platform. Because of this platform, the trade will close after 1 minute. So you may lose your trade. So if you see a confirmation in the previous candle also, you can place your trade. I placed my trade by seeing this rejection, by seeing this confirmation. If you see a confirmation in the previous candle, you can place your trade on the present candle too. Okay, let me show you here. Okay, very strong buyer's entry. Okay, very strong buyer's entry. Okay, I placed here a higher option. Okay, a very strong buyer's entry, but there is a rejection. The previous momentum is strong bearish momentum, and there is a rejection. Again, we are seeing a seller's entry, and the candle closed exactly at this level with rejection. So because of this bearish momentum, the market may go down too sometimes. Sometimes it will go down, sometimes it will go up too. This is an indication area. It's better to avoid. It's better to avoid to trade at this area. But we already know this is a buyer's area. This is the buyer's area. The candle closing point is at the buyer's area. Even there is a rejection, we can go with buyers because this whole area is a buyer's area. This one also. Now the buyer's area is here. A strong buyer's entry. A strong buyer's entry without lower rejection means no sellers are interested. There is no lower rejection means no sellers are interested here. Directly buyer's entry, it means buyers are very strong at this area because the buyers entered directly. So I placed here a higher option because of this strong buyer's entry, but I got OTM in this situation because of this rejection. Sometimes you will get OTM too, but here always if you see this type of situation, always place a higher option, not a lower option, because mostly the next candle will go up. But here I placed a higher option, but I lost this trade because of this rejection, because of this strong bearish momentum. Okay, this is the last trade. Okay, you can see there is a rejection again in this candle. In this candle again we are seeing a rejection. You see there is a rejection from buyers. It means buyers are interested in the market. So we already know one thing here. It means this is a buyer's area. This whole area is a buyer's area. Here we are seeing a buyer's entry without lower rejection. It means there is no seller here. No sellers are interested here because there is no lower rejection. If there is a no lower rejection means there must be some sellers, but there is no lower rejection directly buyer's entry means no sellers are interested at this area. So this is a support level. So we can go with buyers again because we are seeing a rejection again. Rejection from buyers. The rejection is showing us the buyers entering the market. The rejection is very small, but this whole area is a buyer's area. There is no seller at this area. So that's why I placed here a higher option. I placed here a higher option because of this rejection, because of this no lower rejection. This is a strong candle. This is a buyer's area. So here you know 2 points. The first point is a continuation. The second point is a breakout candle. You know these 2 points. And the third point is engulfing candle at the S from the SNR level without lower rejection. So if you know these 3 points, you can get items in these 2 points. This is invitation market, and this is a 50-50 chances. Here also a 50-50 chances. It's better to avoid, but these trades are the confirmed trades. These are the confirmed trades. If you take 3 trades, it will be good to the three items are enough to get your daily target, to achieve your daily target. Okay, here. So the points will repeat again and again. The the points will repeat again and again. You can place your trade. Okay, here I want to show you one pattern here. Okay, it rejected, again it went down, again it rejected. Okay, the pattern is looking like a double bottom pattern. This is a double top pattern and this is a double bottom pattern. If you see this type of pattern, mostly the next candle will go up. If you see this type of double bottom pattern, if you see this type of double top pattern, the next candle you can expect a bearish candle again. You can expect a bullish candle again after this bullish candle because the pattern is looking like a W pattern. If you see this type of pattern, you can place a higher option directly. And here there is a strong buying pressure. The upper rejection is very small, means the seller's rejection is very small and the buyer's rejection is very high. It means the buyers are strong in the market and the candle is a strong candle. Here we are seeing a strong rejection, but there is no strong rejection here. And it tried, failed, again it tried, again it failed. So mostly the next candle will be a bullish candle. We can expect a bullish candle again after double top pattern. So that's why I placed a higher option. But a late entry, sometimes you may face late entries too because of hard momentums. But you don't need to worry about late entries. Okay. Here I already explained about this continuation. I already explained about this reversal after breakout. These 2 points repeated here and this one also a repeated trade. And here the engulfing candle, you already know this point. Now I explained about W pattern. If you see this type of W pattern, you can expect a buyer's entry again. So these points will repeat again and again. If you know these logics, and then again you can expect the next candle, you can predict the next candle easily. Because if you know the logic. Okay, here, can you guess what will be the next candle here? Yes, everyone? Can you guess what will be the next
That's
candle?
a solve, Dareen.
Yes, I think it will go down.
I think it will go up because we have a double bottom at the end, and then last candle is at the support level.
Support level. Okay, good. The next. Yes. What is the next candle here? Yes. Next. Yes. I think the support level is here. Okay, the support level is here. It already broke this level. The candle already closed. It already broke, it closed below the level. If the candle closed above the level like this, then you can take this candle as a reversal sign. Here you can see here a reversal sign at this support level. Okay. So, and here the candle closed below the level means this is not a reversal sign. So we can't take this as a reversal sign. And here I want to tell you one thing here. Okay. At this area, okay. Okay, you can take this one also. Okay, a support level. So if you see the market here, and I will draw here also. If you observe the market here, we are seeing a strong buyer center. And here also a strong buyer center. Here we are seeing a bullish momentum, but here we are seeing a one single candle, again seller center. Again we are seeing a buyer's entry, but the buyers are not strong here. You can see the buyers are very strong, but they are not strong as much as this one. At this area, the buyers are less with compared to previous momentum. Here, the buyers are very less than the previous momentums. The buyers are becoming weak step by step. The buyers are becoming weak step by step. It means the buyers are not strong, means we can't go with buyers because the buyers are very weak here. Here the buyers are strong, we can trust. The buyers are strong, we can trust. The buyers are weak, we can't trust. The sellers are strong, the buyers are weak. And there is a rejection from sellers. So this is a reversal sign, but the buyers are not strong here. So you need to observe this point too. Okay, this point too, you can observe this point too every time. You need to observe the market momentum or the market situation too. Then you can find, you can take this candle as a continuous and not a reversal sign here because of this momentum. If there is no momentum like this, you can take this candle as a reversal sign. Okay, here the buyers are very weak, so the candle is a sign of continuation, not a reversal, because this is a strong buyers area momentum, strong bullish momentum. And here again a strong candle, but here the buyers are not strong. So if you see this type situation, always place your yellow option because you need to observe the market too. You need to analyze the market before going to place your trade. I already told you, you can't place your trade with one single point. You can't place your trade directly if you see a reversal sign. You need to observe the market too. You need to observe the market too. Then you can place your trade directly. Okay, here. Okay, again buyers and sellers entered here. Okay, now can you guess what will be the next candle? You have to speak, everyone.
A bullish candle.
Why?
Because it's because of the wick actually under this candle,
Okay.
and because that's I think the buyer's area.
There is no buyer, right?
No, what about the shadow, the wick under this candle?
Okay, there is a rejection from buyers, but already just now I told you, no buyers are very weak buyers at this area, right?
Because the major trend is uptrend. That's why I thought that maybe it will go up.
Okay, we are seeing a ranging market here. Okay, we are seeing a ranging market. The trend is uptrend.
Okay.
The trend is uptrend, but now the market is in ranging. Okay. So here also the minor trend is downtrend, and the trend is uptrend, but I already told you the buyers are not interested, right? Or very few buyers are interested in the market. That's why we are seeing a bearish candle, right? The buyers are
Yes.
strong, still the buyers are strong. The buyers are not strong. The buyers are not interested enough, like this or like this, right? That's why we are seeing a bearish candle. What does it mean? Instead of bullish candle, we are seeing a bearish candle. What does it mean?
بچه معنیش چیه؟ به جای یک کندل سبز داریم کندل قرمز میبینیم.
من میتونم یه صحبتی داشته باشم آقای شیرسوار؟
بگین آره.
من فکر میکنم 2 جلسه قبل بود من از ایشون درباره مومنتوم سوال کردم و فکر میکنم مومنتوم ایشون از روی شادوها و سایز بدنه های کندل نسبت به هم دیگه است. اینجا کندل بعدی احتمالاً کندل نزولی در میاد. چرا؟ چون روند اصلی بله روند نزولی بوده و ما میدونیم که همیشه از روند صعودی یه دفعه به روند نزولی نمیریم. باره دیگه با بازار رنج میشیم، بعد از مدتی فروشنده ها قوی تر میشن. حالا یا بسته به
میگین کندل بعدی سبزه؟
من کندل بعدی رو قرمز پیش بینی میکنم چون خریدارا لحظه به لحظه ضعیفتر شدن و با کندل هایی که اینجا دیده میشه از فروشنده ها معلوم میشه که فروشنده ها خیلی قوی ترن.
My friend says that the next candle would be a red candle because the buyers are getting weaker and weaker and the sellers are trying to dominate the market.
Yes. Okay, and
اگه بدنه کندل های نزولی رو در همون ناحیه بیاییم با کندل های صعودی مقایسه کنیم و روشی که من از مومنتوم ایشون درک کردم فکر میکنم بدنه کندل های قرمز که بدنه کندل همیشه نشونه قراردادهای وارده به بازار هست، اینجا قراردادهای فروش خیلی قوی تر از قراردادهای خرید هست، بنابراین من فکر میکنم کندل بعدی نزولی داره. البته با چیزی که تا حالا من فهمیدم.
مرسی متشکرم. بقیه دوستان
ببخشید من این صحبت داشتم.
جان.
فکر کنم با توجه به صحبت‌های قبلی که داشتن چون ما در نهایت ساپورت یه گپ مشاهده می‌کنیم بر اساس آخرین کندل ما و این گپ باید پر بشه طبق گفتایی که ایشون قبلا فرموده بودن.
بله.
کندل بعدی میتونه نزولی باشه.
Okay, one of my friends says that because of the gap under this candle, the next candle would be a red one.
Okay, good. What do you say? What is it?
Sorry?
What do you say? What is your answer?
He said that because of the gap under the last candle, because of that shadow, it's
okay,
a gap.
Okay. What is your answer?
My answer?
Yes.
I think that would be. I think that would be because it's a ranging market. I think the next one would be the green one.
Okay. So, okay, a very good answer. So here, no buyers are interested, right?
Yes.
we already know this point. Very few buyers are interested. So there is no buyers. That's why we are seeing a bearish candle, right? So we are seeing a bullish candle. It means the next candle will be a bullish candle. But instead of bullish candle, we are seeing a bearish candle. What does it mean?
میگن که بعد از اون کندل سبز باید یک کندل سبز دیگه ببینیم، ولی داریم کندل قرمز میبینیم. معنیش چیه؟
خیلی ببینید آقای شیرسواری، نمیدونم بسته به چه نکته ایشون میگن. الان اگه بسته به مناطق سلر زون و بایر زون باشه، خب بایر زون ها به اصطلاح بایرها، خریدارها باید به اصطلاح آخر اون شبه کندل همه قرمزی باشن که اونجا وارد میشن. از طرف این مومنتوم فروش بسیار بسیار قوی‌تر از مومنتوم خرید است در 5-6 کندل قبلی، چون ما کندل سعودی خیلی خیلی ضعیفی رو می‌بینیم. در ثانی چون اون ساپورت قبلی بایرزون قبلی
آیه مامی زیاد طولانی میشه، من نمیتونم ترجمه کنم، کوتاه بگم.
بایرزون قبلی شکسته شده و من فکر میکنم به اصطلاح چون زیر بایرزون قبلی کندل نزولی نفوذ کرده، من فکر میکنم کندل بعدی نزولی در بیاد، چون معلومه که فروشنده ها قوی ترن. حالا چیزی که عقل من میرسه دیگه نمیتونم.
Okay. My friend says that because the sellers are stronger than the buyers, and in the previous of the market, you see that the line has been broken before. So I think the next one would be a red one.
Okay. So here, okay, I will explain here. So the buyers are strong. Still the buyers are strong, but the buyers are not strong. It means no buyers are interested, or very few buyers are interested in the market. No strong buyers are interested. It means buyers they don't want to enter in the market. Some buyers entered, but the buyers are not strong. It means no buyers are interested in the market. That's why we are seeing a bearish line. Buyers are interested now in the market in this candle, but the buyers are interested at this area, right?
Yes.
The buyers are interested at this area, not here. Here we already know no buyers are interested. That's why we are seeing a bearish candle, right? We are seeing a strong buyer seller entry from this level because of this weak bullish entry, right? Because of this weak buyer entry, we are seeing a strong selling pressure in the market, right? If the buyers are interested, we can find a bullish candle, not a bearish candle, right? So here the buyers are interested. There is a rejection from buyers, but the buyers are interested here, not here. We already know buyers are very interested. Buyers are interested. Very few buyers are interested. It means buyers are not interested. The sellers are interested in the market. The buyers also interested, but here the buyers entry, we are seeing a buyers entry from this level. It means buyers are here. We can go with buyers from this level confidently. We can't go with buyers from this level because there is no buyer at this area, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
There
so
is
the
no
next
buyer.
one
We already know. Then now the next will be a bearish candle.
Oh,
not green candle, because no buyers are. We already know there is no buyer here, right? There is no buyer at this area. The buyers are here now. The candle is showing us the buyer's entry point is here, right?
Yes, sir.
So this candle is showing us, and this candle is showing us there is no buyers in the market, right? Okay, few buyers in the market, but here there is no buyer because we are seeing a bearish candle, right? But the buyers are here. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So we can take this week as a selling pressure because no buyers are interested. That's why we are seeing a bearish candle. If there is a buyer still, we can find a bullish candle here. But we are seeing a buyer's entry from this level, not from this level. We are seeing a buyer's entry from this level, right? The closing point is here. At the closing point of this candle, we already know there is no buyer, right? we know the buyers are here. We can go with buyers from this level. We can't go with buyers from this level because at the closing point of this candle, there is no buyer, right?
Clear, sir.
There are buyers, but the buyers are very weak. The sellers are very strong, right? The seller's entry is very strong from this level to this level. The buyer's entry is also very strong from this level to this level, but the buyers are here, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So we are seeing a selling pressure, not a buying pressure, because the buyers are here. The buyers are interested at this area. This wick is showing us the buyers are here. Okay. Now, what will be the next candle?
کندل بعدی چی میتونه باشه بچه؟
سعودی.
He said the green one.
I think because we are in the buyers area and we're already seeing a rejection from buyers, the next one will be a bullish candle.
Okay, good. And next.
دیگه جواب ندارین؟
Speak everyone. One by one.
کندل بعدی 100% نمیدونم، حالا چیزی که عقل من میرسه اینه که 100% سعودیه، چون دقیقاً از هیچ شادویی برای فروش نداره، هیچ فشاری برای فروش نبوده، ولی فشار زیادی برای خرید بوده و تقریبا شادوی کندل دقیقاً اندازه بدنی کندل هست. پس میشه نتیجه گرفت که با توجه به اینکه تو بایر زون هم هست میشه نتیجه گرفت که کندل بعدی سعودیه.
My friend said that because of the shadow under this candle and because it touches the support level,
Okay.
so the next candle would be a green one.
Okay, good answer. And next.
دیگه بچه‌ها جوابتون همه کندل سبزه.
Everyone.
Yeah, everybody says
It's
that
going to be a
would
bullish
be green
candle. If you look at the past, the last time that they that spinning top, that red spinning top that touched that level, we saw a strong momentum, strong bullish momentum. So again, I think that the next candle will be a bullish candle.
Okay, very good answer. Next. What teacher?
I agree with my friend, so I think next one would be a bullish one.
What is your opinion?
Because it touches the actually support level, and it closed under that level, but and the shadow under this candle shows that the buyers are interested to enter the market.
Okay.
So with the confirmation, I think next one would be a green one. But actually, the shadow under this candle takes the role of the confirmation.
Already we are seeing buyers entry in the market, right? The shadow is showing us the buyers entry in the market, right? And the closing point is at the buyers area. So we can take this week as a buying pressure, not a selling pressure, right? I already told you, if already we are seeing a rejection from sellers, buyers, and the closing point is at the support level, buyers area, strong buyers area, right? I already told you this point. Very strong buyers entry. Here also very strong buyers entry. This is a strong buyers area, right? So at the strong buyers area, we are seeing a rejection from buyers. Even the candle closed as a breakout candlestick, we can go with buyers. Okay, because of this strong rejection, the rejection is showing us the buyers entry in the market, and this is a strong buyers area. I already explained this by the strong buyers area, a buyer's entry. So the next candle will be a bullish candle. Okay, now we are seeing a bullish candle. Yes.
Yes,
now,
sir.
What will be the next candle?
حالا کندل بعد چی میتونه باشه؟
نزولی. دلیلش هم واضحه، چون فروشنده ها به نسبت خریدارها قدرتمندن، چیزی که عقل من میگه. اون کندل اسپینینگ تاپ هم چون هم از طرف خریدارها و هم از طرف فروشنده ها به میزان مساوی ریجکشن دریافت کرده، میشه نتیجه گرفت که کم کم وارد فاز نزولی میشیم و اون کندل سبز فقط یه واکنش نسبت به اون ناحیه حمایتی بوده و کندل بعدی اون ناحیه حمایتی رو میشکنه و نزول.
Okay. He says because it's a spinning top, and a spinning top in the middle of a downtrend, it shows that the market will go down. So the next one would be a bearish candle.
Okay, good answer. Next.
دیگه بچه‌ها جواب بدین.
Anyone else? Yes, you have to speak, everyone.
Yes, I think it will go down. It will go down also, and because it's like a Harami pattern too.
Okay, good answer. Next.
John. Hope. Okay. My friend got a question. He says, if the last candle, I mean the last red candle, if it closes under the line, the support line, does it changes the next candle? Does it make any difference where it closes?
Already it closed at the level, below the level.
Okay. What if it what if it breaks the level? Does it make any difference?
Reverse. It will reverse. There is no difference. I already told you, even the market break the level, it will reverse. Right?
Okay.
After breakout too, it will reverse. Because we are seeing a buyer's entry. So even if the candle closed here, we can go with buyers because of this buyer's entry in the market. Right? After breakout, it will reverse. Because we are seeing a confirmation here in this candle. Right? Yes, tell me what will be the next candle here.
بچه‌ها کندل بعد چی میتونه باشه؟
من فکر می‌کنم کندل بعدی سعودی باید باشه. چون که ایشون فهمیدن این اسپینینگ تاپ یه ریورسال کندل هست و در نهایت ساپورت می‌بینیم. کندل قبلی هم یه ریجکشن قوی از طرف خریداران بوده. پس میتونه سعودی باشه.
Okay, my friend says that because it's a spinning top and it touches the support level, and because of the shadow or the wick under the red one, so I think it shows that it will reverse, and the next candle would be a bullish one.
Very good answer. Okay, next.
دیگه بچه‌ها میگم همتون باید جواب بدین.
آقا یکی جواب بدین. جواب اشتباه یا درست مهم نیست.
بیرش کندل
یاد میگیریم.
کندل نزولیه آقای شیرسوار.
The other friend says that it will be a red one.
So I think the next candle will be a bullish. It's really confusing for me. This situation is really confusing, but I think at least for 1 minute it's going to be a bullish candle because it is a reversal sign, as you said.
Okay, if you can't take any decision at that type of situation, then avoid the market. Okay. Avoid to trade. Okay, if there is a indecision in the market, if there is a possibility to go up, if there is a possibility to go down, then avoid it. Wait for the next candle. Okay, you no need to worry because we have so many opportunities, right?
Thank you. That makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, so here this is the buyer's area. We already know this point. Here this is the buyer's area. A strong buyer's area. This is a strong buyer's area. So already we are seeing a strong rejection from buyers and a strong rejection from buyers, and still we are seeing a reversal sign in the market. So the reversal sign is showing us the buyers enter in the market. So the market will reverse. After this candle, the next candle will be a bullish candle, not a bearish candle. Mostly the next candle will be a bullish candle. Sometimes it will go down to. It's very common. Even if we predict the market very well, it will go down sometimes. You no need to worry about that. Okay. So mostly the next candle will be a bullish candle, not a bearish candle, because we are seeing a reversal sign at the strong buyers area. We are seeing a buyer's entry. Okay, we'll show you the next candle here. Okay, we are seeing a bearish candle, not a bullish candle. Can you guess what is the next candle here? Okay, what does it mean? 1 minute, I will ask one question here. So here we are seeing a bearish candle. So this is a reversal sign. So the next candle will be a bullish candle mostly. But instead of bullish candle, we are seeing bearish candle. That too a strong bearish candle. What does it mean?
So I think it means that the sellers are changing their zones. They're getting down. If you draw the trend line, it will show that the sellers zones are getting down because if you look at the previous of the market,
instead of bullish candle, we are seeing bearish candle. What does it mean?
Oh yeah. میگم به جای کندل سبز داریم کندل قرمز میبینیم. معنیش چیه؟
معنیش اینه که فروشنده ها به اصطلاح چون از قبلش هم نشانه هاش معلوم بود، فروشنده ها واقعا بازار رو به دست گرفتن و ما داریم یه مومنتوم شدید نزولی رو میبینیم و احتمالاً کندل بعد از این کندل هم حتی نزولی در بیاد، مگر اینکه حالا تصویر خیلی کوچیکه، مگر اینکه واقعا اونجا یه لول قدرتمند از ساپورت یا باشه، وگرنه کندل بعدی به نظر من بازم نزولی در میاد چون فروشنده ها مومنتوم رو کاملا به دست گرفت.
Okay, my friend says that because the sellers are dominating the market and it's a powerful downtrend. So that the spinning top candle is the sign of continuation.
Okay, good. So instead of buyers, we are seeing sellers. It means the buyers are not interested, right?
Yes.
Because this is a reversal sign, the next candle will be a bullish candle. But instead of bullish candle, we are seeing bearish candle. Without upper rejection, there is a rejection from above, but the rejection is not enough. It means no buyer's entry in the market. If you see a rejection like this, you can take this rejection as a buyer's entry. But there is no buyer's entry. We are seeing very small buyer's entry, and the sellers are very strong without lower rejection. It means no buyers are interested. The candle is very strong. So instead of bullish candle, we are seeing bearish candle. It means the sellers are fully dominating the market and the buyers are not interested in the market, right? The buyers are not interested at the strong buyers area. The buyers are not interested, right? The sellers are interested very strongly. Yes, ask me.
So it's better to wait for the confirmation always when we are in this situation. Actually, the taking a decision is too actually difficult here.
Okay. Here, this is the call option is good, but you may lose. Okay, you no need to worry. Sometimes you will lose at this option, but the call option is right decision, not a lower option. Okay, the higher option is right decision, but even if you place a higher option, you may lose your trade because of this strong bearish candle. But it means you lost your trade if you place a higher option. It means the buyers are not interested, the sellers are interested. It means the sellers wants to go down. The market wants to go down. The candle is showing us the market wants to go down, right? Okay, buyers area, strong buyers area, but after this candle there is no buyers entry. It means no buyers are interested in the market, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
If there is no buyer, the sellers will continue. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So what will be the next candle here?
Candle بعدی چی میتونه باشه؟
100% نزولی.
Says it is 100% bearish one.
Who said this answer?
One of my friends.
Okay, very good. And anyone else?
دیگه چی بچه‌ها بگین؟ Okay, he says because that he says because that's actually big candle, so it may shows that the market will reverse.
This candle?
Yeah, the last one.
Okay, very good. But there is no sign of buyers in this candle, right?
ولی نشونه نیست از خریدارا.
مرتضی من فکر میکنم قرمز باشه تا اون قسمتی که اون اول روند رو نگاه کنی، یه دابل باتن داریم اونجا، تا اونجا روند نزولیه احتمالا.
Okay. He says in the previous of the market we see a support line down there, and he says that maybe the market will continue its way up to that line, to the support.
This line?
Yes.
Very good answer. What is your answer?
Excuse me?
What is your answer?
I think next one will be a red one. I agree with my friend. It will continue its way.
Okay,
and as you said, because there is no shadow or buyers are not interested.
Yes. So the buyers are not interested. Here also the buyers are not interested. Instead of bullish candle, we are seeing bearish candle. It means no buyers are interested. The sellers are very strong in the market. Okay. The sellers are very strong in the market because instead of bullish candle, we are seeing a bearish candle, that too a strong bearish candle without lower rejection. There is no buyer's entry. Here we are seeing a buyer's entry, buyer's entry, buyer's entry, but there is no buyer's entry. The buyers are not interested because if the buyers will enter, they may lose their trades. That's why they didn't enter here. The sellers entered very strongly, confidently. The sellers entered confidently because they know the market will go down morely. The market will go more down. That's why the sellers entered confidently here. Okay, again, bearish candle. Yes, what will be the next candle?
حالا کندل بعد چی میتونه باشه؟
کندل بعد باز هم نزولی در میاد، ولی احتمالاً یه کندل نزولی ضعیفتر، چون کم کم خریدارها هم علاقه‌مند شدن به ورود به بازار، ولی کندل بعد باز هم نزولی در میاد چون فشار نزول خیلی بالاتر از چیزی که بگیم.
Merci. My friend says that the next candle would be a red one, but a weak red candle. Because now, because of the shadow above this, the last candle, it shows that the buyers are interested to enter the market.
Okay, very good. Okay, next candle will be a bearish candle.
Yes.
So you can place a lower option, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Next.
دیگه بچه‌ها؟
bearish candle.
Why?
چرا؟ آقایی که گفتی bearish candle چرا؟
Tell me the reason.
Because this is medial trend.
This is?
Medial trend. Medial trend.
Okay, very good. Very good answer. Next.
دیگه بچه‌ها؟ بچه‌ها جواب بدین.
من چون فکر کنم
جان متوجه نشدم.
الگوی ادامه دهنده هست و یه شادوی بلند بالای کندل داریم، پایینش هم هیچ شادوی نمیبینیم و همین خاطر میتونه نزولی باشه.
Okay, he says because we don't see any shadow under the last candle, it will continue the market. Actually, next one will be a bearish one.
Okay, very good answer. And anyone else?
دیگه کسی نمیتونه جواب بده؟
مثلا این روند همونجور که آقای ما میگفت چون نزولیه ادامه پیدا میکنه تا اون خط ساپورت، چون اونجا بایر زونه، بعد از اونجا دوباره ریجکت میکنه، خریدارا وارد بازار میشه.
Okay, my friend says that the market will continue its way up to that line you just draw, and then the buyers will enter the market.
Okay, very good answer. So here, there is no lower rejection. There is no lower rejection. We are seeing a upper rejection. The upper rejection is showing us the selling pressure in the market. There is a selling pressure, not a buying pressure. There is no rejection from buyers. And there is no level 2 here to go with buyers. There is no level. And the candle is a sign of continuation, a type of continuation candle. So we can expect again a bearish candle because this is a type of continuation and there is no rejection from buyers. It means no buyers are interested. We are seeing a rejection from buyers, rejection from sellers. We are seeing a selling pressure in the market. And the next buyers are here. We can go with buyers from this level confidently, but we can't go with buyers from this level because we don't know if there is a buyers or not on the left side. So we can go with sellers, not with buyers here. Okay, very good answer. Okay, a bearish candle again. Okay, can you get what is the next candle now?
بچه حالا بگین کندل بعد
بازم نزولی چون هیچ
Yes.
شادوی پایینش نیست، هیچ ریجکشنی از سوی خریدارها دریافت نشده. درسته بایر زون هست ولی معنیش این نیست که غیر قابل شکستن هست. به نظر من اون بایر زون رو میشکنه و کندل بعدی هم نزول میشه.
My friend says that the next one would be a bearish one because there is no shadow under the last candle, so it shows that the buyers again are not interested to enter the market.
Okay, very good answer. And we are seeing a bearish momentum, right?
Yep. بچه‌ها دیگه
آقای شیرسوار به نظر من باید هامر باشه چون فشار خریدارا از پایین فشار میاره، شادوی بلند میشه و بدنه کوچیک میشه هامر به نظر من.
منظور که کندل چکش میشه بعدی؟
بله.
My friend says that the next candle would probably be a hammer candle.
Bearish or bullish?
قرمز یا سبز؟
نه قرمز.
Bearish.
Bearish candle. Okay. Like this? Like this?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Next, anyone else? Okay,
it's like.
Yes, tell me.
بگین شما بگین.
بگین آقای بگین.
So it's like three crowds, in my opinion. But in this situation, I usually wait for the next candle and wait for the right moment. I don't enter here.
Okay, very good answer. If you don't have confidence, then don't trade. Okay, very good answer. Next.
من فکر کنم کندل داجی باید اینجا شکل بگیره چون فشار فروشنده ها و خریدارها در اون نقطه با هم برابر میشه، یعنی یک روند صعودی قوی داشتیم بعد روند نزول قوی داشتیم، اونجا اتفاقا کندل داجی هست.
Okay, my friend says that I think that there would be a doji candle here because there would be equal pressure from buyers and sellers.
Okay, very good answer. Okay, it means a ATM, right? You will get ATM if you enter here.
Yes.
Okay, very good answer. Okay, the buyers are very strong here, and there is a gap. There is no rejection from buyers, and still we are seeing a strong bearish momentum. So we can expect a breakout, or we can expect a weak candle like this. We can expect a weak candle like this, or like this. Then we can enter. The buyers may enter again. So at least we can expect one single bearish candle. So still we can go with sellers because there is no lower shadow. At least there is no weak shadow like this. There is no buyers. You can see here, no buyers. Still there is no buyers. There is no rejection. There is no wick in the below of this candle. It means no buyers are interested still. Even there is a buyers area, there is no buyers entry. So it means no buyers are interested. Still we can go with sellers. I will show you the next candle here. Because the candle also very strong candle. Okay, the next candle is a bearish candle again. Okay, what will be the next candle now?
I think that's a breakout.
Okay,
so with confirmation, next one would be a bullish candle.
Okay, very good. Next.
کندل بعدی از نظر من آقای شیرسوار بازم نزولی در میاد، چون فشار کاملا مساوی از طرف خریدارها و فروشنده ها دیده میشه. در ثانی بدنه کندل خیلی خیلی قویه و بازم به نظر من
my friend says because of the pressure from sellers, I think next one would be a bearish candle.
Okay, very good answer. Next.
بچه ها بگین، اشکال نداره، بگین فقط.
Very strong buyers at this area. Okay. Very strong buyers. Yes, bearish candle.
Yeah, he said bearish.
Okay, can you tell me the reason?
میتونید دلیلشو بگین؟ Okay. He agrees with the another one. He says that because of the very strong seller trend, so it would be a downtrend. That would be bearish.
Okay, very good answer. Yeah, there is a rejection also, right? There is a rejection from buyers too. It means some buyers are interested too, right?
Yes.
Okay, there is no lower rejection. There is no lower rejection. There is no lower rejection. Now we are seeing a lower rejection, right? Okay. This is a strong buyer signal. So I already told you 70% breakouts are fake breakouts, right? 30% breakouts are real breakouts. It means if you place a higher option after breakout, you will get 70%, almost 70% of negative, right? If you place a lower option after breakout, you will get 30% of negative. Okay. So it's better to place a higher option or lower option.
Higher.
What is the right decision here?
Excuse me?
What is the right decision here?
Higher option.
Higher option, right? So we can place a higher option directly without any confirmation, because mostly the market will reverse. Because, and that one thing also here, we are seeing a strong buyer's entry, very strong buyer's entry. Here there is no rejection, there is no rejection, there is no rejection. Now we are seeing a rejection from buyers. So buyers are interested now in the market. The rejection is very small, but the rejection is showing us the buyer's entry in the market. No buyer's entry, no buyer's entry, no buyer's entry. But the buyer's entry we are seeing in this candle. After this breakout of this very strong buyer's entry. At this area, we are seeing very, very strong buyer's entry. You can see a strong bullish momentum, right? Here we are seeing a rejection. So mostly the breakouts are fake breakouts. So we can go with buyers, but that too we are seeing a rejection. This is also a strong buyer's area, very strong buyer's area. So we can expect again a bullish candle. The momentum is very strong, and here also the momentum is very strong. There is a equal momentum, but the market is now at the buyer's area. So we can expect at least for one bullish entry here, one buyer's entry, at least for one candle we can expect, because now we are seeing a rejection. There is no rejection, there is no rejection, there is no rejection, but here we are seeing a rejection. It means now the buyers are interested in the market, right? I will show you the candle here, a bullish candle. So we can expect a bullish candle again, because 70% breakouts are the fake breakouts. So it's better to place a higher option, not a lower option. That too we are seeing a rejection. We are seeing a rejection from buyers. It means buyers are now interested in the market. So we can go with buyers again. So if you see this type of situation, always place a higher option, not a lower option. Because if you place a lower option, you will get more winning trades. If you place a lower option, you will get less winning trades. So it's better to place a higher option after breakout. Don't place a lower option after breakout. Okay. So mostly the breakouts are fake breakouts. Most of the breakouts are fake breakouts. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So a sign of continuation, a fake breakout, and a sign of continuation here also. And analyzing the market. If you analyze the market, you can place a lower option here, not a higher option. This is a reversal sign, but if you see the previous momentum, the buyers are strong. The buyers are strong. Here the buyers are not strong. That too, we are seeing a bearish candle, right? There is no buyer's entry after this candle. Instead of buyer's entry, we are seeing a seller's entry with strong selling pressure, and the buyers are here. This is also a confirmed trade. A breakout candlestick or the candle closed exactly at the level with rejection. This is also a confirmed trade, but this is not a confirmed trade. You may lose sometimes, but after this candle, this is a confirmed trade because there is no rejection. This is after this candle also, this is a confirmed trade. After this candle also, this is also a confirmed trade because there is no rejection. But after this candle, after breakout, the market will reverse. This is also a confirmed trade because we are seeing a rejection from buyers. So try to predict the next candle on demo account by applying these all points. You need to see the trend. You need to follow the trend too. And if you want to place a lower option, if you want to trade in this trend, always place a lower option continuously. If you can place a higher option only at the reversal points. This is a reversal point, you can place a lower option. This is a reversal point after breakout, you can place a higher option. So you can place a higher option only here and here because these are the reversal points. This is a strong buyer's area. There is a rejection, so you can place a higher option. This is a strong buyer's area. This is a breakout candle. You can place a higher option. Okay, you can go against the trend only at the SNR level. If there is no level, if there is no SNR level, you can continuously place a lower option. You can continuously place a lower option. Always follow this trend. If there is any level, then go against the trend. If there is no level, don't go against the trend. Okay, always follow the trend. Okay, here you can go against the trend only at two situations only. The first situation is a buyer's area. The second situation is a breakout candlestick. You can go against the trend only these two situations only. And remaining all trades are, you can trade in the direction of the trend. If you trade in the direction of the trend, there are more chances to win. Okay. So to go against the trend, always see the SNR level on the left side. Okay. Remaining trades will come. You can place all remaining trades in the direction of the trend. So practice these things by applying all these points: the continuation sign, and the trend, and the rejection, and strong buyer's area, and a seller's area, and breakouts, and entry points too. So you can place your trade at entry points too. Okay, I will show you here. Entry point, about entry point. Okay, this is the level. Okay, this is the level. A buyer's entry point, buyer's entry. We are seeing a breakout candlestick. A breakout candlestick. After breakout 2, we can expect a buyer's entry because this is a buyer's area, a buyer's entry point. So you need to see the entry point 2 to place your trade here. If you see this entry point, you can place here a higher option. If you don't see this entry point, mostly you will place here a lower option. So always see this entry point, always see this buyer's area too. So you need to apply the entry points and the strong buyer's area and the weakness in the market and the trend and the continuation signs and the breakout candlestick. So by applying these all points, we can predict the next candle easily. So try it on demo account, practice it on demo account. If you get any doubts, then contact me. So we will continue about candlestick analysis. in the next session. Okay, if you get any doubts on this topic now, you can ask me. Do you have any questions on this topic?
من دو تا سوال خیلی مهم دارم آقای شیرسوار.
بفرمایید.
در مورد مومنتوم من بازم 2 شب قبل از ایشون سوال کردم و ایشون گفتن در یک کندل نمیشه. سوال الان من، آیا ایشون سایز شادوهای بالا و پایین یک کندل رو یا حتی تعدادی از کندل رو در یک روند، حالا چه نزولی چه صعودی، با همدیگه مقایسه میکنن، اندازه بدنه و شادوها رو و مومنتوم رو به دست میارن؟ این سوال اولم. و سوال دومم این که آیا در وایر زونهای قوی،
آیا امامی اولی رو بپرسم، من یادم میره.
اوکی چشم.
ببخشید. My friend got 2 questions.
Yes.
First is that do you compare the size of the candles and the size of the shadows of the candles in a trend together, and then you predict the next candle?
Yes, we need to see the size of the candle too. Okay, just now I told you here we are seeing a strong bear entry. Here the bear entry is not strong because of this size of this body, right? Because of this body, I'm saying the candle is big candle, right? So we need to see the size of the body too.
Oh, and that's the momentum, right?
Yes.
Okay. سوال دومتون آقای امامی؟
سوال دومم، آیا در هر بایر زون یا سلر زون قوی کمترین ریجکشنی حتی با وجود بریک اوت نشانه برگشت به مارکت هست؟
متوجه نشدم.
ببینید الان مثلا من کندل آخری رو نزولی پیش بینی کردم، درسته؟ ایشون گفتن یه نشونه از ریجکشن هست، یه ریجکشن خیلی کم، یه بایر زون قدرتمند هست. سوالی که من دارم اینه، در بایر زون ها و سل زون ها به شرط اینکه قدرتمند باشن، کمترین ریجکشنی آیا دال بر این هست که مارکت برمیگرده یا یکی از فاکتورها هستش؟
متوجه شدم. My friend asked in buyers and seller zones if we got even a little shadow, is it a sign of reversal?
Yes, here also you can see, because this is a strong buyer's area, that's why we can take this rejection too. Okay? The rejection is weak, but we are seeing a rejection at the first time, because no rejection. Now we are seeing rejection. It means buyers are interested now, right? The rejection is very small, but the rejection is showing us the buyers entering the market, right? Because this is a breakout. After breakout, the market will reverse. We already know this point. That too, we are seeing a confirmation, right? A rejection. It's enough to go with buyers. Okay, this is also confirmation. Okay.
بچه ها سوال دارین؟
میشه یه سوال دیگه هم من بپرسم؟
جان.
اگر همونجا هیچ ریجکشنی مشاهده نمی کردن، آیا باز هم به اصطلاح کندل بعدی صعودی میشد؟
Okay. He asked if there was no rejection in the last candle. Again, you would place a higher option?
It's better to place a higher option, even if you lost, because after breakout the market will reverse, right? But there is no rejection means sometimes the market will continue to. Okay? If there is no rejection means it is an indication market. It may go down or it may go up. A indication market, but I will recommend you to place a higher option. Even if you want to place, you can place a higher option, because after breakout the market will reverse. 70% of the time the market will reverse after breakout. So it's better to place a higher option. If you don't have confidence, then it's better to avoid. Okay?
Yes, sir. John. Okay, a question, sir. Yes. The last candle, inverted hammer, it has been closed under the support level.
Yes.
Is it possible that the next candle would be a bearish candle?
Yes, there is a possibility, and there is a possibility to go up too, because we are seeing a new high in the market. Okay, we are seeing a new high in the market. The new high is showing us the buying pressure in the market, right? This is a buyer's area. After breakout, we are seeing a buying pressure. So So we can expect buyer's entry, not a bearish entry. Okay, mostly the next candle will be a bullish candle.
Okay. Okay.
Because that is a buyer's area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Saul?
Yes.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
So you said that we should confirm our trade in previous candle. What are the rules for confirmation in previous candle? Is this same? Is it the same?
Rejection only. If you see any rejections, it means the buyers are interested. So we can go with buyers on the next candle. We no need to see the confirmation in the present candle, because if you take a confirmation in the present candle, you may lose on Olympic trade, because the trade will close after 1 minute, right? So your trade will close after next candle. After next candle means not in the present candle. The candle will close next candle. The trade will close next candle. So you may lose your trade, because we don't know how the next candle will form. Either it may form as a bullish candle or bearish candle. You may lose your trade too. So you can see the confirmation in the previous candle, like my videos. I will always saw the confirmation in the. I always see the confirmation in the previous candle. Like now I have shown you one video. 1 minute I will show you. Okay, in this video too, I saw the confirmation in the previous candle. I will show you. Here. So here I will show you. Okay, I saw the confirmation in the previous candle here. So this is a buyer's area. We are seeing the market is trying to break the level. I am seeing a rejection from buyers. So I no need to take additional confirmation in the present candle. I can place my trade directly on the next candle, because I am seeing a buyer's entry, right? So we no need to take any confirmation in the next candle. I saw the confirmation, that's why I placed my trade directly, right? I placed here directly because of this confirmation. Okay, clear?
Right. I mean, how many candle?
How many candle? I didn't get you.
Because you said we have to go to seconds, right? 5 seconds.
You don't need to see 5 seconds.
For 1 minute trade.
You don't need to see 5 seconds. If you see any rejection, you can place your trade on the next candle. If you want to take any confirmation, you can take a rejection in the previous candle. Okay. Okay.
So only rejections or confirmation in this situation.
Because you don't have 5 second confirmation, right? So I placed.
Right. I mean.
Yes.
Right. If we could, what would it be?
Yes, you can take 5 second confirmation, because the expression also a problem in Olympic trade, because if you place your trade, okay, 1 minute I will show you. 1 minute. 1 minute I will show you here clearly. So already we are seeing a confirmation in the previous candle, and if you place your trade with this confirmation, 1 minute I will show you after closing of this. Okay. So now we got a confirmation, right? If you place your trade here, so the trade will close on the next candle, right? The trade will close on the next candle after 7 seconds, right? So if the candle closes here after 7 seconds, if the sellers enter strongly like this, you may lose your trade because of this expiration, right? So don't take confirmation in the present candle. Place your trade directly by seeing the confirmation in the previous candle. Okay. On Olympic trade. If you want to trade on IK option, you can place, because you have 30 seconds to place your trade. After 30 seconds, the trade will expire. So you can take a confirmation within 30 seconds on IK option. But you don't have option 5 seconds, and you don't have option for 30 seconds expiry in Olympic trade. So always see the confirmation in the previous candle, like my videos. In my videos too, I always see the confirmation in the previous candle. Here also in this Olympic trade also, I saw the confirmation in the previous candle. That's why I placed directly on the opening of this candle, first second, I placed my trade. Okay, clear?
Okay, can I talk to my friend Mr. Shirsawar?
Yes.
جناب شیرسوار، من فکر می‌کنم خوب منظورمو نتونستم بهشون برسونم. من میخوام بپرسم که چند تا کندل قبلی ما اجازه داریم که اون کانفرمیشن رو ببینیم واسه کندل قبلی؟
قبل گفتن که 6 تا کندله.
آها، برای یک
ببینید گفتن که توی 1 دقیقه گفتن که تو آخرین کندل ما اجازه داریم که تا 6 تا کندل رو ببینیم واسه کانفرمیشن. حالا اگه بخوایم کندل قبلی رو ببینیم چند تا اجازه داریم ببینیم؟
کندل قبلی من متوجه نمیشم این چی؟
کندل قبلی هم میشه 6 تا دیگه دوست عزیز. وقتی اون ریجکشن
میدونم، همینو میخوام بپرسم ببینم منظورشون همینه، یعنی ما تو 6 تا کندل آخری باید کانفرمیشن رو ببینیم؟
میدونید منظورشون چیه؟
نه یا تو کندل اول یا دوم. نه متوجه شدم. یا رو کندل اول یا دوم یا سوم تا 6 تا. ولی اون جلسه هم فرمودن که هرچی این کندل تایید نزدیکتر باشه به یعنی 1 2 اینا باشه، سیگنالش قوی تره تا اینکه 5 و 6 باشه.
Okay, if you want to trade with confirmation, you can trade with confirmation on 5-minute chart. I already show you how to trade on 5-minute chart. If you open 5-minute chart here, if you make it 5-minute chart, and even though if you see a confirmation in the previous candle, if you want to take a confirmation in the present candle, you can take 15-second confirmation, and expression will be a closing point of this candle. Okay, 5 minutes. Within 2 minutes, if you get a confirmation, then you can place your trade. It means 1 minute I will show you. So here we are seeing a 1444 candle. So if this is a 1445th candle, if this is a 1445th candle to 1450, okay. Example, if this is a 1445 to 1450 candle, if you want to take a 15-second confirmation, you can take within 1447 minute. Within 1447 minute, if you take any confirmation, you can make this expression at 1450. Then you can place your trade higher option. You can take a confirmation in the running candle too, if you want to take a confirmation. But in 1 minute candle, you can't take a confirmation because you don't have option to place your trade. And even if you place with confirmation by seeing IQ option chart, but you may lose your trade sometimes because the expression time, because of 1 minute expression time, right? That's why I'm telling you, if you want to take a confirmation, you can take on 5 minute chart. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir, unfortunately, I didn't quite get it, but make my point here. But I'm going to write it down and send it.
Okay, send me. Don't.
Thank you so much.
Okay, welcome. Bye. Yes.
بچه‌ها سوال دارین؟
Okay, so Mr. De Souza, to clarify the point, because I think all my friends are confused. So last session you said that we can use the 15-second confirmation, but yes. Now you say that because, for example, if we got the confirmation at the 8th candle, it means that 2 minutes has already passed.
Yes.
So if we want to open a trade in the 5-minute candle, we should actually place a 3-minute trade. Am I right?
Yes.
Because 2 minutes has already passed.
Yes. 3 minutes.
Got you. So because in IQ option the time is actually flowing, but here in Olim trade the time is fixed.
Fixed, right?
That's the problem.
Yes, that's why I told you. That's why I'm telling you here. Open your trade immediately after closing of the previous candle. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to trade on 1 minute, always see the confirmation in the previous candle. If you want to trade on 5 minutes, you can take a confirmation in the present candle too. You have option, but you don't have option on 1 minute, right? Because the time is fixed, right?
Yes, got you. So it's almost next to impossible to trade with confirmation on Olim trade.
Yes.
Because sometimes, for example, you get the confirmation at the third candle, and then there is no proper time on Olim trade to place a good actually time for the timing is important, so we cannot get the right time for our trading. So I think it's better to get the confirmation on the present candle or from the previous actually candle. Huh?
Yes.
After the close of the candle, for example, here, when we see the rejection, we should immediately open our trade.
Yes, after closing of this candle. Yeah, here, I will show you here. So I placed my trade immediately here, right? At the first second, I placed my trade directly.
Yes.
This way you can place your trade.
Yes.
If you want to trade on 1 minute, if you want to take a confirmation, you can place your trade on 5 minutes. If you place your trade with confirmation in 1 minute, because of this expiration time, you may lose your trade.
Yes.
If the candle will close like this, if the next candle in the next 5 seconds will go down like this, you may lose your trade, right?
Yes, I got you.
Candle will close as a bullish candle, you may lose your trade because of expiration time.
Because we have to wait for another candle and we don't know about it.
Yes, we don't know about it. That's why.
Yes.
See the confirmation in the previous candle, like my videos. Like my videos, I always place my trade directly on the next candle by seeing the confirmation in the previous candle. Like that, you can place it. Here also in this video also, I placed my trade directly, right?
Yes.
Here also, so I placed my trade directly. Here also, so here also I placed immediately, right? At the opening of this candle, I placed my trade. By seeing the continuation sign, I placed immediately. So you can place immediately.
Okay. So thank you very much for your clarification.
Okay, very good. Welcome. Is there anyone to ask me a question?
Sir, if we are actually trading on 5 minutes time frame, and the expire time should be 5, right?
5 minutes. Yes.
Yes. And then if we get, so we have 8 candles to get the confirmation. If the confirmation candle is the 7th or the 8th one, so you just told my friend that the expire time should be 3.
Yes.
Okay.
The total expiration. The total expiration should be the 5 minutes. Okay.
So because now my
5
friend
minutes
said that the
from the
time should be
opening of the present candle.
Even if we get the confirmation at the 8th candle, the expire should be 5.
Yes, total expiration should be 5. Okay, I will tell you. Okay, if the time is I will tell you. If the time is 12 a.m. Okay, if the time is 12 a.m. the present candle expiration time will be 12:05, right? Right.
Yes.
The candle will close at the 12:05, right? The 5 minute candle close at the 12:05 and make it 12:05 here a expiration time. Okay. Make it 12:05 and open 15-second chart, and if you get a confirmation within 12.02 time, you can place your trade. It will close at the 12:05 time, right? After 3 minutes. Even if you get a confirmation within first 4 candles, it means 12:01 time. It will close after 4 minutes, right? Make it 0.05 automatically. Okay, if you want to trade on next candle, the candle will close after 12:05 to 12:10, right? So make it 12:10 here. Clear?
Yes. پس آیا چیز 3 دقیقه نیست تایم اکسپایر که شما گفتیم، هم 5 دقیقه است.
نه ببین آقای شیرسوار الان داره میگه بر اساس IQ خب هر کندل مثلا 5 دقیقه‌ای هستش، دقیقاً سر 5 دقیقه تایم تموم میشه اکسپایری تایمش. اگه شما
فرمودین که توی اولیم ترید چون فیکسه بعد باید 3 دقیقه بذاریم. ایشون یه سی گفت من همونش برام سوال شد. الان ازشون میپرسم میگه نه، میگه اگر 12 و 5 دقیقه هم شما کندل تایید رو بگیرید باید تایم اکسپایر 5 دقیقه باشه که 12 دقیقه بسته بشه. یعنی تایم اکسپایر دیگه تغییر نمیدیم که چون بعد 2 دقیقه ما اومدیم کندل تایید رو گرفتیم دیگه نمیگیم 2 دقیقه گذشته حالا تایم اکسپایر 3 دقیقه‌اش بکنیم، همون 5 دقیقه باید باشه.
من مخالفم.
نه جناب شیرسوار، این که دوستمون میگن آیده سوزا گفتن.
آقای شیرسوار ببینید 2 دقیقه گذشته، خب کلا از اون کندل فقط 3 دقیقه مونده. ما که کندل بعدش رو خبر نداریم. شما اگه بزنی 5 دقیقه 2 دقیقه از کندل بعدیش هم باید پیش بینی کرده باشی. از کجا میدونیم؟
دوست عزیز اگر شما روی به اصطلاح جاهای قدرتمند، بایر زون‌های قدرتمند یا سلر زون‌های قدرتمند خرید کرده باشید یا فروش کرده باشید، این اتفاقا برای شما یه امتیاز محسوب میشه.
آیا مامی بزنین ازشون بپرسم چون الان یک برای خودم شک ایجاد شده، بزنین ازشون بپرسم. Sir, can I ask you a question again?
Yes, ask me.
Again, I try to actually make myself understood. I'm trading on the 5 minutes time frame, and the expire time is 5. Okay.
Yes.
And you told us that you got 2 minutes to get the confirmation candle. If I get the confirmation candle after passing 2 minutes, shall I change the expire time to 3 minutes? Because 2 minutes already passed, or it should be 5.
No. It should be 3 minutes.
It should be 3.
After confirmation. 1 minute, I will clarify your doors. Just wait.
Thank you.
Okay, I will show you here. I will show you one example. Then you will get some idea. Here. So I will show you one example here, then you will get some idea. So here, I will show you. So this is 5-minute chart. This is 5-minute candle. The candle will close at 14:20, right?
Yes.
The candle will close at 14:20. If we want to place our trade on the next candle, we should make it 14:25. Okay, I will show you.
Okay.
I will show you after 5 seconds. Okay, now the time started, right? Now the time started. Okay, I think I already made 14:20 here on it. Okay, here you can see here the next candle will close at 14:20, right? The next candle, not the present candle. The next candle will close at 14:20. I already made it 14:20, right? Okay, here also the 14:25 here. No, that 14:20 is correct, right? This candle will close at 14:15, right? The candle will close at 14:15. The next candle will close at 14:20. So I already made it 14:20 here, right? I set this time. Okay, here I will show you. So after this, already I set here 14:20. So the candle opened now. So I need a confirmation from buyers. Okay, I'll show you. Yeah, you can see there is a confirmation. So I placed my trade, right? I got a confirmation of the first second, right? First candle. On the first candle, I got confirmation. The candle will close at 14:20 automatically, right?
Yes.
And here, so I will show you. So this is first candle. This is second candle. I got a confirmation on third candle, right? I got a confirmation on third candle. Okay, this is a good candle. So I place my trade, right?
Yes.
The candle will close at 14:20. So it means the candle will automatically close at 14:20. So the expiration will be a 4 minutes now, right? So make it 420 automatically. Okay, make it the right expression time of the next candle automatically. Then wait for the confirmation. Then place your trade. You no need to change this time again, right?
Got it.
Clear?
Yes, sir. That's the difference between Alum trade and IQ option, actually.
Yes. But you can trade like this because you have option to set your expression time.
Yes.
You have the option. This option you can place your trade if you see any confirmation. This is third confirmation I placed my trade, but I didn't change this time, right? I set this time automatically. It will close automatically at the same time. The candle also, the 5-minute candle also will close automatically at the same time, right? The candle also will automatically close. Here you can see I placed my trade. I will show you. Okay, you can see it closed automatically, right? At 14:20 it automatically closed, right? Now we can make it 14:25. Okay, if you make it 14:25, the next candle will close after 14:25, right? Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Is there anyone to ask me a question?
ما فکر می‌کردیم ایشون مسلط نیست، ما مسلط‌تر رو ولیم ترید. و دوست عزیز سوالتون خیلی خوب بود، ممنونم. این سوال خیلی مهمی بود.
خواهش می‌کنم. و دقیقاً این نکته‌ای که گفت خیلی باحال بود، خودم واقعا نمیدونستم.
آره من اینو اصلا نمیدونم، ما فکر می‌کردیم ایشون تسلط نداره ولی از ما بیشتر
خیلی خیلی جالب بود خودش.
دوستان سوال دارین؟
No question here.
Okay, very
No
good.
question, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, so practice this all things on 1-minute chart or 5-minute chart. It's your wish. If you want to trade on 5-minute chart, you have one option to trade with confirmation. If you want to trade on 1-minute chart, always you should see the confirmation in the previous candle. If you see any confirmation, any rejection in the previous candle, you can take that confirmation for next minute, for next candle. You can trade on 1-minute, you can trade on 5-minute too. There is no difference. If you want to apply this strategy on 1-minute, you can apply the same strategy on 5-minute too. There is no difference. You can use the same strategy. So practice it. If you get any doubts, any questions, then contact me. So we will continue the next class. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Good job.
Okay.
John.
Okay. Bye everyone. Good night everyone. I'm going to close this session. Okay.
Okay. Good night.
من میتونم بپرسم؟
Yes.
Sir, are you there?
Yes.
بپرسین آقای.
میخواستم ببینم که معمولا روی چه خصوصیتی روی جفت ارزها کار کنیم، یعنی اینکه چطور روی جفت ارزها سویچ کنیم. توی IQ بیشتر از 9 تب نمیشه باز کرد در مورد جفت ارزها، ولی خب بعضی از افراد هستن یعنی اینکه موقعیت‌ها رو پیدا میکنن. میخواستم ببینم که نکته‌ای داره پیدا کردن این جفت ارزها، چون حالا ببینم از جوابشون چیه.
یعنی چی پیدا کردن جفت ارزها؟ یعنی کدوم جفت ارزها بهترن برای ترید؟
توی IQ خب 9 تا تب بیشتر ترید کردن.
صداتون قطع و وصل میشه آیه.
خیلی سریع موقعیت‌ها رو گیر میارن و روش ترید میکنن و برای همین می‌خواستم ببینم که خصوصیتی دارن پیدا کردن جفت ارزهای خوب توی اون بازه زمانی، یعنی بعد روی سایت ما سویچ کنیم در جریان کار اون سایت باشیم یا کلا این خصوصیتی داره.
صدا شما قطع میشه. Sir, how can we decide on what actually tabs we trade, Euro USD or Audio CAD? How can we actually decide
which pair to trade, right?
Yes.
So always trade on major charts, major pairs like Euro, USD, AUD, CAD, JPY like this. Okay, don't trade on minor pairs like you can trade on GBP pairs too. It's not a matter. So always select a trendy market first. Okay, always select a trendy market and always trade on the high profit percentage. If you see 80% or 85%, you can trade. If you see 60%, 70%, then don't trade. Okay, always trade on high percentage market and always choose a trendy market like this. If you choose a trendy market, then you can easily place your trade. Okay, and don't trade if you see any weak candles like this. So many weak candles. If you see so many doji candlesticks, so many spinning tops candlesticks in the market, then don't trade. Okay? The market is very good here. If you want to trade at this type of market, you can easily trade. Okay? This is a good market. Always choose a good market. The good market means a trendy market. Okay, a good and trendy market. And if you see a low value market, it means a weak candles and a doji candlestick and a spinning top and so many spinning tops, so many doji candlestick in the market, then don't trade and always select high profit percentage. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Sorry, we got a lot of questions. And
okay, no problem.
Today you taught us for 2 hours.
If you okay, no problem. If you ask, you learn. Okay, you have to ask.
Yes.
Then you can easily learn. Okay. Okay, no need to worry. I will give you support. You don't need to worry. Okay, I'm going to closing this session. If you get any doubts, contact Mortgage. Then I will come online. I will explain your doubts and practice these all things on demo account. And every minute or every 5 minutes. There is no difference. You can apply the same strategy on 1 hour chart too. There is no difference. Okay, practice it. And if you get any doubts, then contact me. Okay, bye everyone. Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you, Mr. This is
Thank you.
have a good night.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Bye.
Bye.